felt an invisible weight on your shoulders or a sudden knot in your stomach without knowing why. This is what psychologists call free-floating anxiety. The real issue isn't the feeling. It's the fact that it's unidentified. Your brain is evolutionarily wired to fear the unknown. To your primal mind, the unknown represents a hidden threat. When you say, "I'm not okay," without being specific, your nervous system stays in high alert. Fight or flight. It keeps pumping stress hormones because you haven't given your brain a target to handle. You're stuck in a mental fog that drains your energy without achieving anything. There is a fascinating scientific fact discovered by neuroscientists at UCLA. When we experience intense emotions, the amygdala, the brain's fear and emotion center, takes control. However, the moment we place a precise label on that feeling, brain activity shifts immediately to the prefrontal cortex, the center for logic and reasoning. This process is called affect labeling. Simply put, you are dragging the emotion from the dark basement of your subconscious into the light of your conscious mind. You aren't killing the feeling, but you are stripping it of its most powerful weapon, mystery. This alone can reduce the intensity of the emotion by up to 50%. The biggest obstacle to finding peace is our lack of emotional vocabulary. We use generic words like stressed, tired, or sad, but underneath stressed, there might be hidden guilt for an unfinished task, fear of judgment, or even sensory overload. If you use the wrong word, you will treat the wrong emotion. It's like going to a doctor and describing a general ache. They can't help you until you pinpoint the exact spot. Clarity starts with having a rich, internal dictionary that allows you to distinguish between envy and frustration, or loneliness and a need for personal space. Because I know how hard it is to find the right words when you're overwhelmed. I didn't make my digital system just blank pages. I designed a tool inside it called the Emotional Decoder. This section features smart lists organized by emotion types, taking you step by step from physical sensations to precise psychological labels. When you open your digital journal and pick the exact word that matches your state, you aren't just taking notes. You are performing an instant reprogramming of your nervous system. This is the difference between a regular planner and a guided system designed intelligently for your mental well-being. In the end, remember that emotions are not your enemies. They are messages from your subconscious trying to get your attention. When you refuse to label them, these messages are forced to scream louder in the form of chronic anxiety or insomnia. Once you open the QuietClarity system and start naming these monsters, you'll discover they were just feelings needing acknowledgement to pass peacefully. Reclaim authority over your inner world today. Join the waitlist and start the journey to the clarity you deserve.